First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Take it.
They'll run on first down. Clark. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Wide open, that's Clark. They lost him. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. The pickup there, and it's a 1st down. The Lions at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they're coming on a pretty good run here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hodges. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Clark. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Clark. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Following the fumble recovery, Fields gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. On the return, it's Rodgers. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Clark. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Clark. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys really good shots at it, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Off play action. Fields. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just... Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line foot. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Once more, Montgomery trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
The kick is good.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to 4.
Bears 9. Cairo Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Clark. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Clark. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Hurts throw going into the hands of Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run on first down. It's Clark. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jameson Williams with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Lewis selects to return it. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Play action. It's Fields. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this time.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go play action with Hurts. That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On play action, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sitting back at the 29. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. But Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Their own 14-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, it's Clark, and he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To the right side and into the hands of the Tyrone Granson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Ridley, 73 yards. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And they're going to start in a hold as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start with the option. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Fields now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain.
And that's caught inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Claypool with another catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Lions have recovered.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 27, Hurts. The open man is Clark, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. And Sharp calls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Hurts. His throw incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rush rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 22, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Drop 50, drop 50. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, fans usually love to see